We begin tonight with breaking news. Some areas of Port Charlotte are underwater after it was slammed by heavy rain this evening. Thanks for joining us on the Night Beat. I'm Emma Heaton.
And I'm Russ McCaskey. We're bringing you team coverage tonight as neighbors in Charlotte County are soggy yet again. We have the Night Beat's Olivia Jean and Haley Zarconi out in Charlotte County.
But first, we're going to start with Weather Authority meteorologist Greg Rule. Greg, any more rain headed this way?
Yeah, you guys caught me off guard there. I was running a second behind. My apologies. This was the scene earlier this evening coming out of Charlotte County. I got this from Matt's Twitter page. As you can see, flooded roadways, pockets of moderate to heavy rain kind of infiltrated this general area of Charlotte County. Now, this is not live. This is not current. This is a loop from 5 through 8 p.m. earlier this evening where you can see pockets of very heavy rainfall impacted areas of Charlotte County. Radar estimates anywhere between around 1 to upwards about 3.5 inches of locally heavy rainfall fell, and that did result in some flooding concerns. Now, as of now, Charlotte County currently dry in Port Charlotte, currently tracking a couple of spot showers in the eastern side of the county. Where are these heading, and what can you expect as you head out the door tomorrow morning? My full forecast has those answers.
Thank you, Greg. With all the heavy rain in Charlotte County this evening, the already drenched ground left nowhere for all the water to go.
The floodwater started to rise yet again and quickly threatened Midway Boulevard. You can see from the map between Port Charlotte Middle School and Charlotte Harbor Golf Club. The Night Beat's Olivia Jean joins us from not very far from there.
Olivia, how much flooding are you seeing right now?
The deepest part of the flooding that I can see right now is about a foot, and neighbors tell me this is worse than Hurricane Helene. This flooding that they're seeing right now is worse than Hurricane Helene. I want to show you a little bit of what I can see right now. Now, this is the intersection of Montrose Avenue and Page Street in Port Charlotte. You can see the water covering this entire intersection. I just watched a car about 10 minutes ago turn around, not even try to attempt to go through it, which was smart. You also see some of these Halloween decorations. We're currently on a neighbor's yard. We're on John's yard. These were all of his beautiful Halloween decorations that were placed on his yard, and a lot of them floated away, so he had to get into the water and fetch them out. And then if you turn around, I do want to show you a car. This car was left here around 6 p.m. when it got stuck in 2 feet of water. A woman who was driving the car was panicking and honked their horn. So John, the neighbor, came out and rescued her. Take a look at what he had to say.
She was just panicking because the car had flooded out and she didn't, I don't know, maybe she didn't know how deep the water was. I just walked over, told her, relax, it's just rainwater, just step out, walk to my front porch, sit with my wife, wait for the rain to stop because your car ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And I just walked over there now and took the keys out because she thought she lost her keys, but we got them, we let her know. Just bad mistake driving through deep water. I mean, they tell you, turn around, don't drown on the news. Trust me, cars aren't worth driving through that kind of water.
Yeah.
You want to lose a car, or do you want to wait half hour an hour for the rain to stop? So, lesson learned. Hopefully somebody else doesn't do the same thing.
And the woman driving the car is okay, John tells me. He also told me that with Hurricane Helene, this neighborhood got lucky. They flood a lot during rainstorms and things of that sort. But with Helene, they barely saw any rain, and said he's quite confused why this much flooding is going on right now. I'm live on the Night Beat. Olivia Jean, Wink News.
Olivia, thank you. Now we turn to the Night Beat's Haley Zarconi, who is also treading the floodwaters in Charlotte County tonight. Haley, it looks like the rain has stopped falling, but how much standing water are you seeing where you are at right now?
So where I'm in right now off of Ambrose Lane, I'm actually standing in one of the few dry patches, but behind me you can see there is still standing water on the road. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office posted about 3 or so hours on Facebook ago that 3 roads were considered impassable, and those 3 roads were Harbor Boulevard, Midway Boulevard, and Beacon Avenue. And aside from those roads, like I said, I'm on Ambrose Lane, I'm sorry. This is one of those other roads that people were trying to drive their cars through and they were seeing lots of standing water. I'm going to go ahead and have my producers pull up some photos that a viewer sent us in. And once those photos are pulled up, you'll be able to see that water was all over the roadway here. Water was creeping up into people's driveways and starting to get close to a few cars. If I walk over this way, you can start to see that there is water right near the tire, the back tire of this one car, and water is starting to pile up here on the side of the road. But the good news is that it's not here in the roadway, and it's not so much in the roadway to where you could not drive through it. I just watched a woman drive her car through it, and yes, there was a little bit of a ripple effect and the water went off into these little ditches on the side of these homes, but it wasn't enough to where her car could not get through. Moral of the story is here, when you're going to get up and go out tomorrow morning, make sure you check the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, see if they've posted any updates on these flooded roadways, and be careful because some of these roadways could still have water by tomorrow morning. On the Night Beat, Haley Zarconi, Wink News.